Hello and welcome to Factorio. I'm Darkstar, and today I want to start a brand new playthrough. I've already loaded the game as I want it. I'm doing a Bobs and Angels run. We're not doing space, but I have some space age features enabled. I specifically elevated rails. I might enable quality later. Depends on the amount of support we get from it, from the mod developers. So let's start a new game. I was thinking before, every time I've played Bobs and Angels, I've always had something of a relatively peaceful world. Usually I get rid of the biters, but while setting up the recording for this, I kept looking at all the biters, and I'm like, maybe I should have the challenge. Maybe I should have the challenge. One of the challenges I'm not wanting, though, is cliffs. We're going to get rid of those straight away. I'm also thinking as well, I quite like a rail world. Get them all spread apart a little bit more. I think as well, it's slow to start with Bobs. And I don't want biters that close. I'm being lazy. I want this to be relatively, like a relatively smooth start, you know? So we're going to do that. We have pollution on. We're not going to have an enemy expansion on because we've got the real world. I don't like this generation of these ores right together. I don't like it when they touch. So I think I'm going to refresh. Again, same thing. Don't like it when they touch. That's better. Not great. Awful. Okay. It's not bad at all, is it? So they are touching, but they're not like sprawled around. Hello, cat. I think that big concern is power generation. There's not a lot of call for power. Then again, I could come down here. Maybe. No. This is a little bit better. Coal's closer. I don't like how close the biters are, though. Is that rhubarb mixed in? Don't like that. It was better. Well, that's a mess. I don't like it. I realised the cliffs were still on there. It's because I changed it to the rail world. Same problem again. Ooh, everything's separate this time. There's hardly any rhubarb though. That's strange. Okay. All separated. I like that. Some big coal patches over there. Okay. And with it being a biter world, it seems like we're on a bit of a peninsula. To be honest, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the bites further away. I just want an easy start. I really do. We'll let it get complicated later, but an easy start. I think I'm happy with this. Not the happiest. Would love coal around here. But this is fine. This is fine. Right. Anything else I want to change? Nope. Cliff's gone. I'm okay with the moisture. Maybe a few less trees. Bigger scale, less coverage. All the trees. Absolutely not. Yeah, I think I'll go for something like that. That seems fine. Just don't want too many. As we all know, and as the developers have already said, trees are enemies of the game. Right, enough messing about. I think it's time to start. Yes. I know I'm not going to get achievements for this because it's modded. You may hear my cat occasionally. She's wanting a little bit of attention. That's okay. And yet again, I have crashed. Milestones hasn't detected it right. If they have bobs, obviously because we're using the bob's character class. I'm going to start with balance though. Just because of the... I don't need the extra inventory size. The maximum health comparison. And also the healing factor. I think it's better to have that. Yeah. I don't want the fighter class. I don't want to reduce my inventory size any further. We're going to start balanced. Okay, so here we are. First off, we need some coal. But these crystal rocks, these are coal rocks. And we've got a few other coal rocks around here where we can get started straight with some crushing. I'm not sure what this what these videos are going to be like. I haven't really decided on the ultimate format. I'm wondering if it's like a bit of a tutorial kind of affair. It's not going to be totally tutorial because I'm not that good myself. But we can learn together, can't we? I'm going to turn Alt on so we can see the recipes that are happening. Get this other colour up going. So this is saffrite. It's the dark blue ore. This is how we get our iron in the early game. What we can do is we take the saffrite ore and it's crushed into crushed saffrite. We take that crushed saffrite and put it into a smelter, and that gives us it. Very cheap and dirty. There are better ways to get it later. Get some more of that crushed stuff. Ooh, why don't I have any iron on me? It's because I didn't pick any up from the ship. Okay, let's go. It's weird sometimes. Sometimes I play games where I leave the ship as like a monument to my failure. Other times I just like to remove it. As my cat not gracefully jumping. Okay. Let's go back down here. Saffrite. And we can make whites. I would like another one, ideally. I need another 4 plates for that. I'm waiting for those 4 plates. Let's get some trees. So trees in the early game I use for an awful lot of stuff. Power poles as the normal game. But we also use these in electric circuits as well. So we're going to have to automate wood production at some point. Okay, got another one of these now. Also, crushed stone unfortunately doesn't become stone bricks. You have to get the crushed stone and reform it back into stone. And then you make it into the bricks that we all know about. Rubite is going to be one of the very last minerals we start with. Because with rubite we can get lead from it. Lead's used in some electronic production. It's actually early game electronic production, but early game with Bobs and Angels is like 10 hours in. So let's see how we get in. Alright, so got more of these. Can another one of these? Ah, actually let's put that one there anyway. Now, the reason I wanted another 2 of these is I'm going to start making a bit of a coal stack. Yeah. So super easy to set up. Pull in, pick it all out. Just leave it to do its thing. Also forgot to do one of the most important things at the start of any game. Change my colour. Purple's for me. Let's turn pollution. Don't normally on a Bobs and Angels, so this is going to be interesting. Yeah, we want a different experience. That's what I'm going for. What I think we're going to need as well is some stone bricks soon. So make some stone bricks, make the rest of the stone into furnaces for now. Okay, research basic logistics. That's due to the number of cogs we've crafted. So we had to craft, I think it was 10? Yeah, 10. Okay, it's getting a little bit slow just to do these by itself now. So we'll get these 2 furnaces on it. Steam power done. Lovely. Let's get one of these and one of these, because we just need more iron. So let's put these here, that there, copy the recipe, do that. Oop. Just doing some even distribution there. Obviously, even distribution was part of the main game, I'll be honest. Okay, let's get some more trees in the meantime. Because it's a lot of waiting for it. It's a thing with a lot of Factorio playthroughs, especially in the early game. It's just a bit boring. Okay, so we can have another 2 of those. Now we just need more of these. We'll be going for copper next, I think. We'll have to figure out how we're doing power. I think it's going to be that way, isn't it? Let's get these stone bricks. I'm going to want one of these. We're going to need one of these at some point as well. That's even though we're making all the stuff we need for iron production. We still need to get power sorted as well. Okay. Some more coal from over here. I think we'll need some more of these coal thingy-mabobbies. Let's make 2 of these. Do I have enough for one of these? No. It's slightly more in for that. Yeah, do that. And because I've got alt mode on, you can see the arrows, how they go in a circle like that. Hence the coal snake. So we've doubled copper production. Copper? Coal even. Don't even know what I'm talking about. So, iron is looking better. What I need now, I think. Okay, let's do that. Let's maybe start on some of the copper, perhaps. Still building the stuff for power as well. So this is stereotype, the light blue stuff. And again, same kind of quick and dirty smelting. This is how we get copper. Go. Now if I plop that into there, we'll start this one beginning because we just need to craft 10 copper plates. Don't actually need it right this second, the copper, but it is useful to have. All right. Lovely. Got 2 steam engines now. I would like another 2, however. Just expensive. Get some more of these coal rocks. Another coal rock here. It's also useful for the stone. Because again, these are showing us unfueled. Of course. Let's make all this stone up as well. That's enough for that. Just need some copper now. So we'll need a lab. That's our next research. Any like specific mobs and angels ones? Nah. Just thinking like Lazy Bastard would be impossible to do on this. Obviously, first one's going to be that. And I think it's going to be electronic mining. Then it's going to be chemistry. And then it's going to be mechanical refining. So we're not having to manually put in coal to all of our machines. That should help quite a bit. Can I have another one, please? Here we go. And then I can make these 10. Then we can start that automation process. Nice. You back in there. Some more bricks. And head back here. Okay, so the coal's going to come from here to begin with, isn't it? I think it makes sense to go up and then down that way. I think so anyway. Question is, where do we start? I think somewhere around here, maybe? Yeah. Do that. We can start about here. So we'll use the underground for. And then these. Let's make a couple of these burner inserters as well. And let's fill them halfway up. And we can make 2 electric poles. Amazing. Let's do that I need. These up here. I need more copper, don't I? I was thinking, is there a way I could get around it and not use as much copper? I don't think so. Turn all of those into those. Thank you. Make 2 of you and 1 of you. Just double the copper production. I don't think I need much more than that for now. There's another one of these here as well. Two now. And turn crushed stone into regular stone as well. And let's fuel all those up. Ooh, got a fair amount of iron, don't we? Okay. Definitely need more copper. Copper is the thing slowing us down now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to deconstruct the lab and I'm going to bring it down. Because I don't want to have to keep running backwards and forwards. 3 of these. Now these 3 are going to be used for science production. Probably going to put it somewhere here to begin with. Just like that. I want some of these. I need some inserters actually. That many? Probably more I'll need. Some coal. I did not need to do that. Okay. So we'll do this and this. So we'll have that one feeding that. This someone's going to feed these 2. Chest is going to feed those 2. And both are going to have 1. This is going to be the gears, and this is going to be the science. We can then, I do something like that. I have the potentially bring the next tier of science there. I doubt I will. You never know. We'll do that. So everything is powered. So we're going to put half the copper in there, half the copper in there, and then half the iron in there for now. So now we are automating science production. Well, hardly. We're hand feeding it, but you know what I mean. I'm not having to handcraft them. Plenty of stone bricks, lovely. And that's 50, that's 20. And then afterwards, probably want to get onto some kind of wood production, I think. Need a bit more space. Get some more copper. Yeah, make 2 more labs. Let's put some more coal up in the generators up here. We can grab that coal rock and some of these coal rocks here. Yeah, pollution cloud is already going beyond radar coverage. That's fine. It's one of the reasons I set the distance to be so large. So I didn't want to have to deal with it, right? So I have noticed one issue already with this mod pack. So I was playing a little bit yesterday, and I've noticed there are no greenhouses. I have the mod installed. But yeah, no greenhouses. So it looks like we're making wood the old-fashioned way. It's a good idea, actually. I should look for some trees. And these are specific kind of trees, so we've got gardens like that. but we want some specific kind of trees which can produce tree seeds. So what I'm doing is looking at these little green dots on the mini-map, heading towards those. It's another garden. Gardens are used for farming. We don't need the puffiness, not yet. Where are the trees? Otherwise, it's a lot of hand farming to begin with. Ooh, there's a tree. So what was that? That's blue on the map. That's good to know. So there's another one up there. Let's grab that one too. We can have 2 tree seeders. So yeah, desert trees and temperate trees. I want to say swamp trees. All used for tree farming. That's enough. There's probably another one up there, isn't there? And that's blue. Is it blue? It is. Ooh, another 2. Let's get both. It's nice to have the extra wood as well, isn't it? Cheeverlite. That'll be useful later. Okay, looks like research is stalling. No, it's just slow. It's just slow. More gardens. We'll do farming soon. I say soon, in a while. I think when it comes to fuel production, especially for trains, I'm gonna get it from biosources. Okay. Let's put the iron in there. Put the copper up. And then do that. I have no resources because I just put them all in there. Grab those. Grab you. Hello. You're complaining. So I'm just going to press Shift C. And it just feeds everything with all the coal that I had. For some of it, didn't need to put as much in. Anyway, I need 2 of these. So we are researching a little bit faster now. There's a little point building more than that, just because of the amount of resources that we can actually pump into that. Well, hello. Let's change these around then. So we'll do that and that. Now put you in there. And make all of this stone. It's looking a little better. Okay, now what I need to start thinking of is feeding the power generators. So I'm going to need a couple of these. We'll only use 2 for now. We're not using that much electricity. But then we're going to need a lot of that. No, after all that I can for now. what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that and place them in like this. Now, because of the changes in Factorio 2.0, we don't need to do the ratio again of 20 boilers and 40 steam engines, but I like the aesthetic. I think. Too many. Yeah, I just like the aesthetic. Let's do that. This is why we want robots. Robots are a ways away. Copy up, right? Don't you guys worry. Okay. Just gonna start using the place down the belts. While waiting, it's a good opportunity to place these down. These are the ones I'm going to be using a fair amount of. I always use the stone ones to begin with because there's always lots of stone. I don't think there's anything else I'd like to place down on my hotbar just now. So we'll do that. And I'm just going to place down these. Let's make some more of these. Lovely. Let's come down this way towards the hole. Okay, and let's do one on each side, I think makes sense. Yeah. I do not need these for a long while. I'm just going to do this because I think I might double it on the other side as well. So if I copy that, for example, do that. It will go like that. These would be structured slightly differently. So it'd be like that. Just need a little bit more iron. Okay, what else needs researched? Wood production. So for wood production, I need to get to this. I need to get the arboretum so we can make the tree seeds. Then we can make these as well. So research that first. Research algae. Research composting. And research arboretum. And we've got the stuff we need for wood. Okay. You've stopped working for me. That is fine. Do you know what? Let me get some copper. I think I might start taking advantage now. I'm just putting an electric miner here instead. Oh, I could also Let's get rid of all of these. Because the previous tiers go into them. So we wanted 4, yes? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just do it like that. Cool. And previously, these have a mining speed of 0.25 per second, and these have one of 0.5. We'll need 1. So we're going to do that. We'll bring it up to electric generators over here. No longer need to put those with coal anymore. We do need to finish this up here. Apparently they've already run out of fuel. We'll still have some steam in reserve. Putting out though. Maybe I'll sort them out for a little bit. Get rid of these. Get rid of these for now. I'm probably gonna use them later. Okay. Power has been secured. Let's build another electric miner. And this is going to be for the copper down here. Thank you. And then 2 of these. Need a bit more iron. Okay. Nice. This is more than enough coal now. Shouldn't need to use very much more. Yep, let's put more copper up here. The next research has started. No, okay. So, while we're waiting for things for that kind of production to start, I think we need to start thinking about like an iron column. So, thinking for iron, not many at all, maybe just like 12. Yeah. Have a column very similar to what we're all very familiar with, I'm sure. And then have the crushers here. And that makes sense. So ideally, I want to stop all this hand feeding. Okay, washing's been researched. Amazing. Also going to have to deal with all the crushed stone as well. It's going to involve using assemblers, I'm sure. So I'm going to need 24 inserters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get 1, 2, 3 of those and one of those. And we can build the rest of that column there. How is power doing? Yeah, all the mines I've just set up for construction, that's all going to be for coal. I'm going to double what's going towards power. So I'm going to end up doubling power soon enough. But we also need coal for smelting. I think I'm going to deconstruct these. I don't need them anymore. And then we can use these for smelting. Just bring it down like that. Duplicate that instead. And then these two like this. Power production. That's awfully messy, isn't it? I don't like that. I know it's not a big deal. Not at this early stage. But it bothers me, so I have to. Looks a little bit smarter at least. So we can come down like that. So, because I placed it here, and I'm pretty sure that's just going to run in between those two, what we'll need is some kind of underground going that way. So, do that, that. In fairness, I think this is the one going to be on the end, so maybe not even the middle split like that. Let's do that. Then come in like this. I'll put it down here anyway, just in case. There we go. Let's place these down. Oh. Let's do you. Perfect. Just keep doing that. I'll do. Right. I think we're going to need a lot of that. Let's just do that for now. We're just going to go down this way. Please touch. I think they do. Just going to go down this way. For now, let's just do that. We don't need to really think about how it's going to split and stuff. Because this is all temporary. That's the thing with bobs. Everything's temporary. Now, I think I want to build another 2 of these. But for that, I need more iron. Just so I can get this started, I think, as well. Okay, so do... Right, I could do that. That's... I feel that's a little bit clever. Let's copy that. Let's you there. And you there. And that'll be that other, the other 4 we're using there. We'll have it come down like this. We'll have it export like this. There'll need to be a splitter because we get 2 byproducts. We get the crushed sapphirite, and we also get the crushed stone. So we're going to do that. We're also going to need 12 of these. Maybe another 2 actually, so we can put them into boxes as well. Okay. Go. Lovely. Let's pull these up. And let's deconstruct the rest of this. We'll place these 4 down there. Let's just get rid of these as well. I would just build the smelters. Take you away as well. So, let's do... We do need more of these though, let's be honest. But we need copper for that. Why not? Let's make all of those. What's the power like? So, maybe something along the lines of... Yeah, I think so. Have it go down this way. Come on, go faster. Hey. Yep. We'll come over this way. And up here. Let's deconstruct these as well. Reclaim these back. We do this. Place you in there. Now, Go that way. More. Just iron, isn't it? That I need. I think I want to make 4 of these, so let's make some of the electronic circuits. Almost. There we go. Make all 4. Grab some more of these. You guys can make stone. Spend the rest of this stone in my inventory. So I need 8 of these and a fair amount. Does it make more sense to go this way instead? I think it might do. What we could do is if we remove that one as well. Now some coming from the other side. But other crushing, such as for Bobo stereotype. There we go. Should be able to deal with that. Yeah, it's fine, isn't it? Cool. Okay, proof of concept done. Seems to be working for now. Let's craft a few other bits. So I want 3 of these, 2 of those, and essentially I'm just going to do the same thing here for copper. So I'm going to have something like that. Have it come down like that. I don't need as much copper though. So I'm only going to do 4. And you're going to come down this way. Yeah. means the undergroundy bit is like that. No? Yeah. Oh. Need more iron, please. There we go. Fast inserts would be nice, wouldn't they? When do we get fast? What do they require? Runs. Absolutely not. Not going to get those for a little while. Okay, so one over here, one over there. One there. No. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, please. We'll just do a very similar thing as before. Cool. You think I should double this bit? It makes sense, doesn't it? It clearly can't deal with the backlog. Right. Anyway. So, we have 2 up here. I think I would increase that to 4. So make another 2 of these. And I'm using 12 here. So I'm using 2, 2, 1 essentially. And if I'm using 4 there, I want 8 up here. So maybe I need another 6. Let's deconstruct these for now. So I think to begin with, we'll do something along the lines of this. Yeah. We'll have it go like that. Do need another splitter. We'll filter for you. Come out this way. We'll filter for you to come out that way. Yeah. Seems okay. Seems reasonable. Let's make all 8 of you. Then we can do that. Whoops. There we go. Now let's place these down. Start about here. Here. We can go something like this. Okay. Just need to power this on now. with what power cables? Let's get some copper in. What was that? Okay. Are these guys to finish the rest of that out? How much stone do we have? Yeah, fair enough. It's all good. I think I'm going to manually feed these two for the moment. Need more stone bricks. Okay. Just going to put that in my trash shop for a second, just so I can split that equally. Now we're going to do... Should give me... I need another one in there actually. Yeah, should give me 300 sites. Which is 10 times what I need for my current research. Right. So thinking of what we need next, we are going to want start making trees. So for that we need mud. So I'm going to produce a seafloor pump, one of these, all 4 of those I think. Need a bit more bright. I do need to clarify. So essentially we'll be getting the seawater up and using the heavy mud water recipe, which gives us the 50% chance of mud. And then we'll do the next one, and then the next one, and then the next one, and then that light mud water will just clarify. So we've got the mud at least. Next thing will be the soil, but for soil we need to compost. So we can make compost with a composter, and for that we'll be using the algae farms. We'll just compost algae. Not entirely sure I'm going to do all this tree stuff. I think I'll need 2 algae farms, I think. 2 seems plenty. We'll need 2 composters though for the different ingredients. And is that everything I need? I think so. A few other things like assemblers I'll need. Ooh, what's my next research? Well, ultimately I think we need to move towards electronics, don't we? Yeah. Let's do that. So, research you. Do tin. We'll do lead. We'll do coal. What else were we missing? Ah, solder. And we can do electronics. What is power like? Oh. Yeah, we'll need to fix power, won't we? So let's build 1, 2, 3, 4. Some line, I think. 5, 6. So yeah, this should increase our power quite a bit with the amount I'm making. And let's make some stone pipes too. We'll also need 1, 2 those. Just while things are crafting, where we're going to put the sea floor. Ah, it's going to be like that, is it? I mean, could do that. But we're going to put the regular pump. I already had one. Never mind. Yeah. I kind of wanted it in this orientation. Something like that. Some more of these. So I was kind of thinking. Anyway, back up here. Yeah, another one of those. Oops. Our usage is looking a lot nicer now. So, I'm curious, if I do that, yeah, do that. It does automatically just slip straight in. I don't have to siphon it. Okay, that's fine. 3, 4. And then I can just do that, can't I? Get some more stone bricks though. Even though iron right now seems a better option. Run, run, run. Okay. Okay. So all of these have water now. So we'll want the mud to come out this way. We do that, 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 and that. So we're now making mud. We need to get rid of this. So this is all the thin mud water that we just simply don't need. Okay. Next thing we need to make soil is compost. So we need the algae farms. So I'm going to put the... They're not going to transfer, are they? Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I don't think it would. But I'll just place one there instead. No. Apparently not. We need it on its own connection. Learn something new every day. Right. So, need more belts. Now, 2 doing that, 2 doing. Doesn't need to be filtered at all at this stage. So now it's going to start making algae. Now, we do need a splitter. I think I'll put a splitter there. And it's just going to be like that. Filter. Green. Just like that. And then we should have compost. It'd be better if I had loaders, but loaders are just weird. They're weird to make. I have to make them in a steam-powered assembling machine to begin with. Are we still researching? Yeah, research is going on. I mean, for how long it takes to make, I don't think I need anything faster than this right now. I may want it to process faster, but it is what it is, isn't it? So now we have soil, and now we have mud. Sorry, we have compost and we have mud. Now we can make soil. I feel like I'm going to need more of this. I'm not going to begin with. Okay. Grab some more iron. Nice. Paramount vine. Yep, still. I'm just thinking I might not be producing enough compost to really justify having another 2 assemblers just yet. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to copy that do that and have it in the back of my mind. But maybe not that far back in my mind. Okay, so we need another splitter. The reason for this is because we need to make some seed generators. So to make tree seeds, we need soil and water. And to make trees, we need soil and tree seeds. So 1 tree seed maker in 15 minutes. Oh, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. Nice. That's fine. So if we make 1 arboretum and 1 desert tree seed maker, it's 1-to-1. Question is, how are we getting water? I think we're going to have to use another one of these. So if we do something like that, so it kind of splits. You make tree seeds, you make trees. You go into there, you take from there, you take from there. Maybe make this a little bit smaller. That way it can be a little bit easier. Yeah. That makes sense, right? So we just need the water now. So let's make a couple of these. I think I've already got one of the water pumps. I do. Oh. Want it somewhere up here. Oh. So maybe one more. Oh. So you're making trees. Perfect. So, what I'd want at this stage is to actually make the wood. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the trees into a box to begin with. And this assembler is going to make the wood. But to make wood, we need blades. Blades and trees make wood and blades, but only 90% chance of making them. So I am going to do something like this where it's going to filter just the blades. It's going to place them on here and back in here. However, I need to make the blades as well. So I'm going to have a box here, put some iron in. I'm going to take from here and go into that. We need some conditions. So we're going to connect it to here and here. So I want you to read that. I want you to read contents and enable this. This is less than 1. If there's no blades on the belt or in the machine, then you can put a blade in. I think that makes sense. But then we also need another chest. Not there. And I'm going to use a filter. This is going to be for wood. Fairly straightforward. I'm going to have to think about how I'm going to double this, so I'm not sure yet. I think ultimately it's going to be having another arboretum and another tree seed generator just up here instead. And the trees go into a belt down here. And we put the splitter one back, and then so goes up that way, and then so goes somewhere. Not entirely sure. A little bit tricky. It's a little bit spaghettified at the minute. But yeah, if I put the arboretum here, and then the next tree seed generator like that. The what there, and then 1, 2. Yeah, let's do that. So it does that instead. Yeah. But how does it get into there? So before I just did that inside, didn't I? Maybe we do that. A little bit messy, isn't it? It works though. So we could bring the soil up to here. But how do we get the soil around? So if I want the trees to come out on this side, something like that. Tricky, tricky, tricky. Gonna be some belt shenanigans, isn't it? In fairness, I kind of love belt shenanigans. So we could have something where the soil goes up like this instead. That would work fine. How am I getting the soil over there? Let's make another underground. In fact, is it that easy? I think it is. Should pick up the soil from there and up there. And let's just double soil making. Wasn't too painful at all, was it? Right, leave that to it. How's the power now? Yeah, added about a megawatt. Okay, you have 100 in there. You need 100 for that, 100 for that. Yeah. It's more in. This is going fine. I think we need to automate brick production though. Otherwise we're at risk of overfilling on stone here. So, let's add that to our to-do list. So we're going to do stone smelting. Obviously I'm going to take that. And there. I think we'll need to make some tin. I think we need tin for a few things. Where is that? Say I need it for a few things and I can't find it. So tin plates. Oh, we can only get it from casting machines. Okay. So, requires tin ore, which makes tin ingots, and that's it. It's a fairly straightforward recipe there. I don't like how we add copper wire to the mix. Or if we just add melted copper. Do we get better options for tin later? Yeah, that's a much better recipe, isn't it? That's ages away. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop here. I think we've done a fair amount. We've started, we've got some smelting columns up. We're still very much in the early game. There's still so much that needs to be automated, but I think we're in a good place. I know if you've enjoyed this, why not come along to the next episode?